I'm just going to sort of set the background for people listening to the interview so they know what's going on.
Sure.
I'm talking with Frank Linnehan, and you are planning to build a national cable TV studio based in Boston. And basically, I met you last week when you were at the open forum for Governor Deval Patrick that he was holding, and you raised the issue with the governor that you were having trouble lining up some financing from Wall Street to get the business off the ground, and you inquired of the governor whether he could offer some sort of tax incentive, and he basically said no, he won't do that, but he would be willing to use the power of persuasion to assist you. So do you think that's a good background?
What I was alluding to when I talked to the governor was when I go to the Wall Street firms, they question why I'm going to Massachusetts, which has a 25% film credit, versus Connecticut that has a 30% and Michigan has a 40%. When I'm negotiating with them, I'm raising how much interest they're going to be charging me. The interest on the amount of capital that we need, we're trying to raise $800 million. So the difference between 15% and 20% interest over 5 years, huge amount of money. It doesn't make any sense for us to give more interest to Wall Street. It just means less jobs for us. So they say, well, if you want to save 10%, just move to Michigan. So I don't want to do that. So that's the type of negotiations that I wanted the governor to help the Wall Street people understand that Massachusetts is a better place to build a cable TV network because of the talented work base here, and it's not just about the incentives. So in the short amount of time that I had to ask the question, it got a little muddled there, but the main question is trying to convince the people on Wall Street that Massachusetts is a great place to build a cable TV network.
What did you think of his response, and are you going to try to take him up on his offer to use the power of persuasion?
Well, that's exactly what we need. I really hope he follows through on that. I've spoken yesterday with Ted Carr, and he's with Governor Deval Patrick's economic development team, and I presented my business plan to him, and we spoke for about a half hour or so. And they're going to review the plan and get back to me on Friday.
And you're probably aware, the Patriot legislature is located on the South Shore, and there's proposals by two other studios, one in Plymouth, one in Weymouth, to actually build in our area. What do you think of their proposals? And they're saying they're going to bring in a lot of jobs to the area.
Well, I think there's a big difference between a movie or a television studio and a sound stage. And there's a little bit of confusion on what exactly they're building. I don't know if the confusion is because people don't understand the difference, or whether the confusion is being built up by the people presenting it. A sound stage, which is what I believe they're building, is just a big empty warehouse. Similar to a recording studio if you're going to make a record. I mean, if you had Mick Jagger at the sound stage recording, it's a lot different than somebody who thinks they're going to be the next American Idol. But what happens in movies is the movie's decisions on who the writers are and how the movie is going to be produced and the vision for it will still be based in Hollywood. And the financing of the movies will have to come from Hollywood. And so all that decision-making and all the jobs of writing the movies and such will still be in L.A. And these sound stages in Weymouth and in Plymouth, they won't have any control over whether the movies will be filmed here or in Canada or wherever. And if you look at our plan, only 10% of our budget is for the structure, the building, and the equipment. 90% of our financing, $600 million, is to finance the TV shows and to hire writers in Boston and to hire directors in Boston and hire computer experts to edit the TV shows in Boston and to develop new show ideas. Over a 5-year period, we expect to film $3 billion worth of TV shows.
Right here in Boston.
Right, in this area. Now, if you look at their plans, they plan on spending $0 on movies and $0 on TV shows, and the same with Plymouth. So when they're talking about they're creating 3,000 jobs, they're not going to hire 3,000 people. And I think the reporter should really ask them, how many people are going to be employed in Weymouth full-time by the sound stage? How many people are actually going to get checks every single Friday, you know? And I think that answer would be a lot different than from my position, where a TV network, we need, you know, everybody knows about TV shows. You need one every single day, you know? Movies, they are filmed in 3 or 4 month periods, and most movies don't even have sequels. So the people that are going to be hired by the Los Angeles Hollywood movies producing companies, all those people that would be hired in Boston will just get fired and laid off after a 3-month period. It's not the amount of people who get hired for a movie, you know, they're going to end up getting laid off after 3 months. But I'm hoping my TV network, you know, we're going to be around, hopefully like ESPN in Connecticut, that's around for 25 years. So we're looking to do something permanent here that, you know, beyond the basic cable networks, like competing. If ESPN can build a successful network in Connecticut, I think we can build a successful network here in Boston.